Hello and welcome to the Cade Friends holiday special. I am joined with my co-host, Alex.
Hello, everyone. Happy holidays, as this is the holiday special.
That is true. That is true. And our first guest of the evening, we have Mr. Harrison.
Hey, folks.
Mr. Harrison, last time you were on the holiday special a year ago.
I was a much better person back then.
Mm-hmm. We talked so much about the Dust Bowl. We used too much of the time to talk about the Dust Bowl.
And then the audio turned out to be...
And the audio was bad on top of that. So a lot of people lost important Dust Bowl talk. And some people have gotten back to us, said... That's not really festive to talk about the Dust Bowl.
You know, the thing is, we put it out into the universe.
Yes.
And apropos of nothing, people have talked to me about their move from California to Oklahoma and have used that exact phrase, reverse Dust Bowl. Just a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but, you know.
You think that they're fans of the podcast?
It was a thing. I don't know that they're fans of the podcast, but I do know that they use that phrase. And I had never met them before.
Wow. And they said reverse Dust Bowl.
They said precisely that.
And how did you respond to that?
California is a Garden of Eden, a paradise to live in or see. Mm-hmm. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hot if you ain't got the do-re-mi. No, I didn't. That's what he got 3.
Huh?
That's not what you said?
No.
That was not. He did not get that from me.
How do you respond to somebody who is, partly tongue-in-cheek saying reverse Dust Bowl, and I'm just like...
You should call it unoriginal.
It's okay.
That's already been said.
I would not call it unoriginal. I would call it...
It was original when you said it, and we all said it. It is not
on.
original when they say it, because they were second to the...
I am a little confused.
Thank you for your friendship.
A reverse Dust Bowl.
You should slap them with a copyright and say, I said this first, back off.
Hang on. So
that's not funny when you say it, because I said it much more
Every
wittier.
word that comes out of my mouth is my own intellectual property. What?
hang on. So a Dust Bowl is when, the land became very dry.
Yes.
Sure.
Wouldn't a reverse Dust Bowl be like a very wettening of the land?
Well, that's not what's happening in California. So I hear.
A reverse Dust Bowl is just like they're having a Dust Bowl. They could just say, "Oh, we're having a Dust Bowl as well."
They're not having a Dust Bowl.
If they had a catastrophic kind of farming incident that was man-made, well, okay, yes, it could kind of be described as a Dust Bowl, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
But
so what happened was, I guess we're going to rehash all of this again. The Dust Bowl, very, very sad tragedy.
You remember the Dust Bowl.
human made, kind of.
There was just so much dust. And, as I always said, the problem with the Dust Bowl is that it just came all at once. If they would have spread out the dust over a long period of time, no one would have had anything to choke about,
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure it lasted a few years, so I think they did try to spread it out.
They should have done a better job, and they should have spread it over a longer period of time.
Maybe all of the land.
I just mean like more dust over a long period of time. So like if we just like all like took a little bit of dust with our cereal or whatever, put it on the thing, ate it up, then it wouldn't be so much of a problem. And if we all just took our daily dust and allowed it not to come all at once.
Well, I take my monthly dust because I have a dust allergy, and I literally get an allergy shot with dust inside of it.
So you wouldn't do too good with
I
would do horribly.
You would do fine. Oh, you think that would? Oh, is that?
I would go from needing an EpiPen to this is annoying, and I'm like, I have shiners under my eyes, and my nose is all stuffy.
You have to do your part to save the earth.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. So you get a shot of dust every month?
I used to.
Dust in your veins.
I had allergy shots for 5 years.
Is that why they call you Old Dusty Veins?
That's why they call me Old Dusty Veins.
I never knew that. I never knew why they called you that. No,
Harrison, Old Dusty.
You learn something new every day. Look at Old Dusty Veins over here.
Now, do you think Santa visited people in the Dust Bowl?
That's a good question. Thank you for bringing us to the reason that we're here.
Was Rudolph's nose good enough to make it through the Dust Bowl?
Well, it lasted through a blizzard or whatever, right? Like, because it was too snowy. So that's why, like, Rudolph was useless until he became useful. So, like, I assume if it's good in snow, why wouldn't it be good in dust?
Yeah. Yeah. But maybe he's allergic to dust as well,
He just gets a real big sneeze.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got any opinions on Rudolph? In general, do you like the guy?
Never met him.
Never met him?
No.
Do you like the idea of the guy?
Well, kind of. I mean, it's an underdog story.
In what way?
First, nobody, realizes that he's useful at all, and then all of a sudden, he's the star of the show.
Is that an underdog story?
The stone that which has been rejected has become the cornerstone. It's that.
Well,
Would you have made
Rudolph
fun
is
of,
Jesus.
Would you? Yeah. Oh God! Would you have made fun? Okay. Would you have made fun of Rudolph if you were like a little Rudolph, like a little reindeer baby? Would you have grown
Harrison,
up and made fun of him?
You're a reindeer baby.
Are you asking me if I would make fun of reindeer babies?
Yeah, no, you're a reindeer.
You're a reindeer baby.
You're a reindeer baby.
Oh, I'm a reindeer
You're growing
baby.
up with Rudolph.
Okay, so I have sibling rivalry.
Yeah, he's a peer of yours. He's not related to you in any way.
Yeah.
He's just another reindeer.
All the kids are making fun of him. Would you join in?
Well, if they asked me to sign this hate Barney and hate Rudolph sheet, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Oh, so you would. So why don't they have a song about you? Like,
why don't they have a song about you?
Because I would
Harrison the
Dusty Vane.
I try to live my life. I try to live my life in a way where people don't write stories and songs about me. I do my best. It doesn't always work out. I
don't know why they haven't wrote Harrison
old
the
Dusty Veins is what he is.
Old Dusty Veins.
Yeah, Harrison the Dusty Vane reindeer. Well, Harrison.
To Cade's audience, I am so sorry.
So
this
here's
is not
something.
the holiday special I asked for.
I will be honest.
Yeah.
If I was,
Well, be honest. Stop lying, Alex.
if I was a reindeer,
This is the honest thing. Okay.
I
Sorry.
probably would have made fun of Rudolph. I
Oh.
will be honest. I probably would have been the kid who wanted to I wanted to fit in, so I probably would have made fun and not let him in any other reindeer games like Monopoly.
But I think the way that you make fun of things is kind of like out of curiosity and out of a good-natured spirit, and not like I just want to
Why are you so
mash Rudolph to the ground.
bright nosed, you weirdo? Like that's fun.
That's what you would say?
Yeah.
No, it's not what he would say. I know for a fact it's not what he would say.
Oh, what would he say?
What would I say?
What would he say?
You would just say, "Oh, look at that red nose. What's that all about? Hey, what do you got a red nose there for?
You're right. I
What's
would just,
that? What is that?
Very subtle. Very subtle.
Yeah.
That's your MO. I do know that.
No, I think that's fair.
Well, Harrison, once again,
Cade.
You open the shows with a bang, and I have to give that to you, and that's why they call you Old Dusty Veins.
That has nothing to do with each other, Cade. I don't know what you're talking about. I open your shows with a bang, and you leave me with the dumbest nickname I've ever heard in my life. What the hell is wrong with you? Where is your
rhymes.
Christmas spirit, sir?
But it rhymes. Okay, do you want us to say?
Is this my Christmas present? Old Dust. What rhymes?
Out with the bang, Old Dusty Veins.
Oh no! That is assonance
It's a slant
at
rhyme.
best.
It's a slant rhyme.
It's a slant rhyme. Slant rhymes are my
It's the most slantest of rhymes.
well,
It's
bang.
the most
vein.
slantiest time of the year.
Okay, hang on. Bang, vein. Like those definitely rhyme. Bang, vein.
Yeah.
I love your stubborn insistence here, Alex. I mean, if there was a point that was indefensible and I needed somebody to defend it for me, I would ask you to defend it for me because you're that stubborn.
Bang, bang. I think I said. Well, we could call you, if you want it to be more festive, we could call you Old Snowy Veins.
Would that be more festive?
Do you get
Why? Why?
You got it. You're keeping veins in your name.
Why?
We got to keep that. That's staying. So, would you, in this case, would you inject snow into your veins?
Well,
like
in
you
the
do
same
dust?
vein as the other nickname as you just gave me.
Yeah. I didn't give you that nickname. I've heard it a lot of times. I just never knew what it was from. So it makes sense. It's the dust injection.
Yeah, after your podcast episode came out, people were like, is that Old Dusty Veins?
That's what they all
That is
said.
every comment now on that YouTube video. Well, I see how you've set me up.
Well, thank you, Harrison, for being on here. Once again, we ran over your time with talk on dust balls and also your dust veins and Rudolph. We did talk Rudolph.
Look,
We brought-
there's a beautiful Christmas display in front of us. I hope that that's what your audience focused on and not the content of this segment.
Oh, do you think that the content was bad?
I would say that the content was very, very above average for most holiday specials, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I think that's good. You know, if we're above average, I think that's good.
I think that's
I will
good.
take that.
I think, well, happy holidays to you, old Dusty Veins, and we'll see you on the trail.
Please send in the next guest.
Please send in the next guest. I think this is all going really spectacularly.
I think it is.
I don't think we really said where we're at.
We are back at Diane's house.
We're at Diane's annual Christmas party.
Her address. Should I pull up the address?
Yeah, sure. So invite other people here. I think this. So we're. If you've never joined in, this is the Cade Friends holiday special. It's live streamed on to Twitch, but we are of course releasing it later as a podcast. So we have our next guest arriving in studio real shortly. They're flying in on a Delta Airlines flight.
Do you like Delta Airlines?
Well, is he on camera yet? He has to sit down before you.
Thankfully, he wasn't making any. Oh, what's that?
Oh, he's flying in. Oh,
He just got eaten by a Sarlacc pit.
it is a Mr. Andrew Nichols.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, is this what you were waiting on?
There you go. Oh, the studio audience.
Do we have any comments yet? Has there been? Would you see any comments if they would they be?
Would I see any comments? I would see comments. Now I would. I wouldn't have before. So hopefully. So if you have any comments to ask any of these lovely guests, we don't know how many people will show up. We don't know. It could be. It could.
This could be the final guest. This could be a very short.
At the end of it, a special person by the name of Diane will be here. So
Okay.
they will end it in a spectacular fashion.
All right.
Yeah. So, Andrew, recently
Cade.
you were recently on Cade Friends.
Yes.
That was a nice time to have.
It was.
Yeah, you know Alex, right?
Oh, Alex?
I think we've met.
I want to say you look familiar.
Yeah, you were in a play I think I saw back in like 2015. What play was that?
This is such riveting content.
It was one that was on stage.
You were a racist in it.
I was a racist in it.
You were racist.
That is not a joke.
Are you enjoying Diane's party?
You know what? I am enjoying Diane's party. I am.
What are you drinking, Cade?
I'm drinking a little bit of holiday punch, as Diane called it.
Is there vodka?
Is there a little bit more?
I did not
than
put
punch
vodka in it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I did not do it how everyone else did it. Sorry, I don't have a drinking problem like other people here.
You know, Rudolph's mother had a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Andrew?
I did not know that.
Yeah, his mother had a drinking problem. That's why he has a bright red nose. Anyways, who's your favorite snowman?
So did Ted Kennedy.
Who's your favorite snowman?
My favorite snowman?
Did you just disparage Ted Kennedy on the Cade Friends podcast?
Yes, I did.
He's a friend of the show.
He's a friend of the show.
Oh,
You know,
well, sorry, Ted.
we love visiting Chappaquiddick this time of year, and with the Kennedys, and just reminiscing about the good times and things that could be in we bear our secrets out in that bay. Ted Kennedy killed a lady in Chappaquiddick.
But I mean, kind of. Note to viewers, note to the listeners, I'm winking. So
yeah.
there's been considerable evidence that he.
It's not considered. He did. They hit it. I mean, like I don't even think that's there was hearings and things about it. I mean, he did do it.
Yeah.
It's not like a conspiracy theorist thing.
No.
Yeah.
But like it was just a weird thing that's like kind of got swept under the rug. And Ted Kennedy was allowed to be a senator up until his death.
Yeah.
Several years ago.
You shouldn't.
Some people are above the law.
Yeah, I mean, and just because you drowned someone in a river once
in a car
doesn't mean you can't be a senator, a well-respected senator. This is not holiday themed, Andrew. So what was your favorite thing? Speaking of people drowning in Chappaquiddick, who's your favorite snowman?
My favorite snowman has to be Frosty.
Oh, Frosty.
Frosty the Snowman.
Actually, no. I take that back.
Okay, not Frosty. Sorry, we were about to bring out Frosty. Stay back there.
Sorry.
Do not come out until someone says your name.
It is Jack Frost.
Is he a snowman?
Yeah.
You mean like the Michael
Keaton Jack
Frost?
From Santa Claus movie?
No.
from Jack Frost.
In 1990, I want to say 98, there was a movie that came out. It was about a snowman that comes to life to be back, and
It's about Michael Keaton dying
it's about Michael Keaton dying, and he comes back as a snowman to be with his son.
for Christmas
That's so
or something.
cute.
Yeah.
But it's a creepy little snowman.
I mean, there is another movie that's called Jack Frost. It's actually a horror flick, but it's not this one that we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, but he's still kind of creepy. I mean, like he's
Yeah.
like a snowman that follows you around and
is
reminds you
true.
of mortality.
But I think the redeeming factor is that it's Michael Keaton, and Michael Keaton can do no wrong.
I mean, do you think that's a good gig, being Michael Keaton, just in general, but also being Michael Keaton dead, and just voicing a snowman? Like, I mean, he just has to come in and die, and then go to a vocal booth and be like, "Hey, kid, remember me?
Hey kid, you want to get nuts?
Yeah, come on, let's get nuts."
See, I personally, I'm a big fan of
You like your Michael Keaton's alive?
I like my Jack Frost in the Santa Claus movies.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
all right.
I invented chill. That's what he said.
That is a line from the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like Martin Short? No, you can't
I'm really on the fence about him.
Okay.
I like Martin Short. I'm really on the fence about him. I think he was funny in his heyday, but I don't think he's. I don't know. Not
Wow.
too much now.
Wow.
Now, here's something that is interesting, and it literally did happen like in the past hour.
This better
You-
be interesting.
You just recently rewatched The Polar Express in a movie theater, right?
I did.
Wow.
I did.
Were those children's eyes still very much dead?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The uncanny valley is still very
So-
canny.
Why did you watch it with anyone? Did you go back? Like, what was the reason for going to the movie?
I mean, number one, it was like it's one of my. I believe that the Polar Express needs to be seen in a theater. I don't think watching it at home does it justice, because if you watch it in a theater,
You should ban it from TVs. Is that what you're saying?
yes, I agree, and
Yeah.
I'm starting that petition right now.
Go for it.
The thing is that it is such a theatrical movie, especially in the fact that like you need the biggest screen possible, because you also need to be in a room where there's high quality surround sound, because that's how the movie is designed.
You got to feel like that train's coming towards you.
Yes.
That's like the original motion picture.
See,
you know?
we would always watch it when we were in school, elementary school. I don't
And
know
that's
if you
wrong.
watched it.
Andrew says that memory's wrong.
I
and
agree.
that shouldn't happen.
I agree.
Well,
No,
my
that's
school-
wrong. You're wrong, and those teachers who allowed that should be locked up.
Well,
they
my
should be
school-
imprisoned.
Lock them
and
teachers
all
up.
of the
We-
kids
we
who
have
watched it
surround
that
sound.
way should be locked up. You should be in prison now for watching it in that mode.
Thank you, Cade. I agree.
I've got Andrew's back here.
It
Jail.
had surrounding sound. It had surround sound though.
Jail.
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 Wait, so what's your story about the school? The Polar
Well,
Express?
so we would always, like in elementary school, all the kids like from that grade would go into like the this big like lobby area, you know, like I don't know, it was the old cafeteria, so it was a big
as
area.
you all know, the old cafeteria.
Yeah, from Adair schools, and it became like
That place is just right down the road.
Yeah, it's it had like an assembly area, and they would like put down like a big projector, and they would just like play the movie, and then like they had
this is insane.
speakers throughout, and so they would just play it on the speakers, so you kind of had a surround sound.
Well, that is a great story.
and you would wear pajamas, and you would bring a pillow and blanket, and it was like a whole
Did you drink
2
hot chocolate?
There might have been hot chocolate. I don't remember hot chocolate, but
Did you spill a drop?
Did
Did you spill a drop of hot chocolate?
Did someone say tickets, please?
no, that did not happen.
Oh.
But you might have took a nap during it.
I mean, you got me there with the pajamas and the pillows. I could do that. And I
In a school right now.
I'm not in a school right now, but like
Go for it, Andrew.
No. I'm
Show up with your pajamas and your pillow, and show up to a school and be like, "I'm here."
oh my god.
I don't think that would like put you on a list or anything.
Oh, well, I don't know. Parents might frown upon that sort of thing.
Well, I mean,
So
as long as you don't mention, diversity, you'll be fine.
So, do you think that Tom Hanks nailed these voices, or do they all just sound like shades of Tom Hanks?
they all sound like shades of Tom
Yeah.
Hanks.
I think he nailed them.
You think he nailed him?
No, it's like different shades of Tom Hanks with like the deepest note ending with Santa Claus. Because he talks like this.
Yeah.
You know. Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is, I think that. Andrew, we need a TikTokable clip from this. So can you just say something like really TikTokable we can get about the Polar
And you can
Express?
kind of dance when we say it.
Chocolate. Chocolate. Chocolate.
We're going to clip that out of context. Thank you, Andrew.
Literally going to be so good.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Send the next guest in.
All right,
thank you. We
We're
appreciate
really
it.
ending on that with Andrew.
Well, this is going swimmingly, as the kids say. Have you ever swum? You ever swum?
Yes.
When's the last time you've swum?
I swum. It's been a while since I swum. Oh my God. When is the last time I swum?
When's the last time you've been near water?
Oh God.
Wow, this is really interesting content.
I haven't swum in a long time. Do I even remember how to swim?
Hello! Our next guest is Kenna.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
I am great.
Doing very well.
How are you enjoying Diane's annual Christmas party?
It's excellent.
What's
I like
happening
it.
in the other room right now?
We're playing Cards Against Humanity.
Is people winning? Are people losing?
Diane is doing fantastic.
Oh.
She's really, coming up from behind.
She did good at this before, and it bothers me. She knows the. I mean, the player. That's what the whole point is to know their type of humor and
Know your
everything.
audience.
That's the name of the game.
I kind of wish I was in there now, not doing this.
Oh, is that right? You think you're having FOMO?
I do. I have been diagnosed with FOMO.
Oh, really? Recently? Have you have FOMO?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You're a millennial, right? Mm-hmm. So you have FOMO.
When were you
Yeah.
born?
Born?
I was
birth.
born in 93.
93.
Oh, yeah, definite millennial.
Definitely millennial.
Definite millennial. But
No
getting
blurry
close.
lines there.
Getting close to
Yeah.
Gen Z.
Yeah,
Few years
it's
out.
close. But you remember 9/11, right?
Okay, no. So, and also the last time I was on your podcast,
No.
we talked about 9/11. What is
I just
going on?
I just love
Kate
the
loves
date.
9/11.
I just love it.
What is going on?
Big fan around here.
I remember kids just getting checked out of school for some reason, but I didn't know why.
And please make your response Christmassy.
I don't even know how.
They were getting checked out of school. Okay.
Like, Santa was checking his list, so like
Yeah.
maybe like put it in a song, maybe.
yeah. Sing your 9/11 memory to a Christmas song.
They were getting checked out. They were checking it twice.
The towers were falling, and it was really
my
bad.
God.
It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. It's really a
God, we
tragedy.
should not
It's
be
really,
laughing. We're not.
it's really a
This is-
tragedy, and no one should be laughing. It was a day that was awful. Kenna,
We're not going to ask for your 9/11 story.
we're not going to ask for anymore. That was
don't even want it anymore.
they didn't
It's fine.
seem. I mean, was it going to get happier?
I'll just say, like, I was totally oblivious. So
So
and
you still don't
ignorance
know
is
that
bliss.
that
Ignorance is
9/11
bliss.
happened. You still,
not truly. I guess the day of,
uh-huh.
I never registered. So.
Yeah.
So you were just like, ooh, getting to go home early. Today could not be terrible for anyone.
Yeah, it was actually great because I was like, man, we're all going home.
So you loved 9/11 as a child.
I love that I got checked out of school for sure, but I didn't know why. I was like, sweet.
So were they
day
scared
off.
that you were going to get attacked too, the school or something?
I think so. I think because they didn't know what, like what.
They were just
going to
fly plane in every building, weren't
They
they?
didn't know. Yeah.
Especially
My mom said they
Oklahoma.
didn't know.
The next, it was going to be the North Tower, South Tower, Pentagon, White House, and then your school.
Claremore
Your Claremore. Yeah,
No, I tell you what.
West Side.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the fourth plane was that they took down in Pennsylvania. It was
It
going
wasn't
to-
actually, yeah. It was going to Claremore.
Yeah, it was all very uncertain though, from what I understand. So it was kind of like, there could be hundreds of planes headed for.
Yeah.
We're
Everywhere.
probably going to clip this and post it on 9/11 of next year.
Remembrance Day.
God,
Well,
I do not want to be the poster
I don't know. I
child for
guess
that.
I don't know why every time you're on, we had to talk about 9/11. I just don't get it.
You just trigger something in us.
I think it's because I'm a millennial and I'm the only one out of you guys that remembers it. So you're like, what is that like?
What's that like?
What is
What's
that
that-
like?
what's
to,
the deal?
To remember that.
Yeah.
I guess we could ask Diane what 9/11 was like if you
That's
want
true.
us to.
She was an adult.
Yeah, but that
She would
seems
actually
less
know.
fun. It seems because it seems kind of grim from an adult perspective. You know, they're always like, "Oh, it's so sad," and I cried or whatever. So, what was your favorite Christmas memory?
My favorite Christmas memory?
Mm-hmm.
In what year?
So in I think 2021.
Oh, that's recent.
Yeah.
That's good.
Christmas has sucked until recently.
I like that.
No, I went to France for Christmas.
Do they celebrate Christmas in France
They do.
on December 25th?
Yep.
Do they have God in France?
They do.
Oh, that's
Do
interesting.
they put a little
Sure
Santa hat on top of the Eiffel Tower?
Not that I saw, but that is a great idea.
Well, we should send a
Maybe send a letter.
Send a letter. So I have a question from the audience. We have quite the living room. Which one of you designed it? That's a great question. It was a team effort. All three of us. No, it was. We had very little to do. I did move the chairs into this triad that's happening right here. But outside of that, this is Diane, which you'll see the designer of this at the end of the show.
What's your commenter? What's your favorite part of the living room?
Yes, and finish your memory. So is that it?
Oh yeah, we went to France. It was really cool to experience it in a different country.
Did they do anything like different? Did they have like, I don't know, festive baguettes?
Oh, that's a good question. They have festive baguettes.
They had like a little. They had built like a little town.
They built a town for Christmas?
Not a whole town, but it was like
Jeez.
Christmas town or whatever. And it was
They
like,
built a Christmas town.
Well, it's like there's a little square where
Okay.
people normally would hang out or whatever, but they built like a little town, so it was like little shops you could go to and like get candy
Shops.
or like earrings or
Wow.
like, yeah.
Wow, that's
Or
kinda-
aligot, which is delicious. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that.
No.
It's like cheesy mashed potatoes.
Cheesy mashed potatoes.
Oh, that's.
Oh.
I mean, you could have just said that.
It's called aligot.
Well, did you bring any?
French delicacy.
Did you bring any?
A
didn't.
delicacy.
I didn't. I don't know
That's
how to make it.
mashed potatoes. is a delicacy.
Well, you could have flown it here and kept it 2 years.
2 years.
3 years.
Put it in the freezer and
3
it'd be
years.
fine.
Yeah, put it
2
in the
years.
I guess I could have. I don't know
you?
if it'd have had the same impact.
Oh, wow. That's
after being
crazy.
frozen that long.
Mashed
Yeah.
potatoes don't reheat well, to be fair.
Do you think so? Do you think they do?
I think they do.
Oh.
Really?
I think they're okay. Yeah.
I think they're so hard to get like a consistent warm, and then they kind of dry out.
That's true. That's true.
And then they just dry out. But if
Yeah.
you throw some butter in there, then I guess it's not too bad. But
Yeah.
it's
But
just
then
like
you're adding more butter to an
Yeah,
already very
and there's-
buttery
Yeah.
dish. Yeah.
before
It's hard to freshen it up. You have to freshen it up in some
That's
sort
true.
of way. Yeah.
before 2021. What was your favorite Christmas memory? Or your funniest? We'll go with funniest. As
There
well.
was one year where my family Christmas on my Nana's side, she always had like a theme for the party, some kind of something. And then this one year was that you couldn't bring in any utensils. So nothing like no forks, spoons, knives, no utensils. So like the food that you brought had to be like finger food type.
Interesting.
But people were like smuggling in like spoons and like forks, like hiding them and then like kind of dealing them out to people.
Wow.
It was funny.
Yeah.
It was like a funny, fun, memorable Christmas.
Did people bring like notoriously non-finger food just to?
Well, someone brought like I think little smokies or meatballs or something, and it was like, what am I gonna like pick it up? And it's like all like
That would be difficult.
saucy.
Anyone bring any cheesy mashed potatoes?
There's always cheesy mashed potatoes at our family's Christmas.
Basically, you're serving a French delicacy.
Yeah, basically.
Well, the past few times you've been on the podcast, I think this might be the most fun time that you've been on here. This short little.
Should we talk about your therapy?
Should we talk about your
Yeah,
therapy?
let's go down that path. I think I talked about therapy on both of
Yeah.
my podcasts.
Yeah.
That's why I brought it up. Because last time you talked about graduating therapy.
Yeah, I did have someone do that.
Yeah. There'll still be some more TikToks and different things because we'll be sprinkling them out as the year goes on and everything. But yeah, no, I do think this was more upbeat than your
Usual.
emotional-
We
yeah.
still got into 9/11 somehow, but yeah.
Well, I
we're just-
didn't bring it up.
We're just looking for things we can use for TikTok. So like we're future planning. So like we got our 9/11 check.
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 Next time people go off. next time people go off on like France, we got that taken care of.
Yeah.
So
Next time, any of these things are in the news again, we'll just jump on it on the hashtags.
We're we're trying to jump ahead on the viral moments.
Kenna,
Any
final words?
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone.
Yes, Happy Holidays.
Ooh, that's good.
You can go back to. I guess you're losing at Cards Against Humanity.
I was actually doing pretty good.
Do you think this messed up your flow at all?
I gave my cards to Andrew, so probably.
Oh.
Well, now you just have to go in there and draw really good cards again.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
see.
thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yes,
guys.
thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Oh, as always.
Oh,
I
love the holidays.
The holidays are such a magical time. It's full of magic, but it's also full of holidays, really. There's so many holidays. There's so many
Do you
holidays.
think there's too many holidays?
I think there's not enough.
Oh,
I'm all about. I think every day should be a holiday in many respects.
that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you pro or anti holidays?
I'm pro holiday.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea.
And that I always say happy holidays. I'm a happy holiday kind of guy, not a Merry Christmas kind of person.
Do you celebrate Happy Honda Days at all? Why not?
That I feel like that's a regional. Is that a regional thing?
No, Honda Days is every year. You have to celebrate having a Honda or buying a Honda. People love Hondas. The Honda Civic. I mean, we're not sponsored by Hondas, but the 2024 Honda Civic makes a really excellent car for anyone around. Our next guest is Lexi. Lexi, how you doing?
I'm good.
That's good.
Last year you were able to. We clipped a lot of bits from you. We expect double
Not
that
this
from the
year.
show. Oh,
We clipped a whole lot of bits.
we clipped you a lot.
People said too many bits. That was the comment.
Too many
Routinely-
bits, but not enough Lexi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was routinely the problem that we were running into.
Oh, I'll give them more this year, I guess. I'll try.
You'll try.
More of me.
More of you.
More Lexi.
Is this the most magical time of the year, Lexi?
Some believe it to be.
Do you?
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
Why?
Hey, this isn't your show. This is ours.
Don't come at me like that then.
Okay, so you're here, or you're at your home, I guess, and this Christmas Eve, okay, and you hear something on the ceiling. You go out. It's a Mr. Santa Claus. You say, "Hey, get off of there!" He falls off your roof and he dies, and you become the Santa Claus. What do you do?
Well, would you accept the responsibility of the Santa
You can't
Claus?
turn it down.
I think you could. It was his choice to put it on.
Oh, I think it's part. If you kill the Santa Claus, you become the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, let's pretend you had a choice. You killed the Santa Claus. Magic pops up and it says, "Do you want to become the Santa Claus?"
I might have to say no, but can I keep the clothes and hang them up for kids to see?
Wait. You want to hang up?
It's like a decoration.
his corpse.
No, I said
That is
clothes.
corpse.
Clothes.
The clothes
Jesus,
that
Alex.
I might even sell it. In a couple years, that'd be worth a lot.
the clothes he died in.
Yes.
There would be no new Santa. Like, you're supposed to become the Santa.
You said I had a choice.
Well, that really backfired on me.
Okay, do you want to take away her choice?
I will never take away a woman's choice.
Oh, okay.
If I didn't have a choice, though,
For the bit's sake, let's say she doesn't have the choice, and you
Okay.
become Santa Claus.
yeah. If I don't have a choice,
Uh-huh.
I think that I would not deliver any of the presents.
Oh.
I would gather like little rocks and deliver those instead.
You mean coal?
Nope, rocks.
Oh,
What would the rocks say anything? Would there be something, any specific reason to the rocks, or would they just be random rocks?
They would be random rocks, and I would just sit them right next to where the kid is sleeping.
Oh.
not even near the Christmas tree. You're not only are you breaking and entering, but you're breaking into.
Why am I breaking and entering, but the other one wasn't?
Well, he was, but you're getting next to the children.
Well, what do you want me to do about that?
I think that makes you a little worse, right? Like you are.
Putting
like,
a rock next to a sleeping child's face. I think that might be bad.
I mean, like, Merry Christmas, I guess. Like,
So what do you do with the presents that you did give the child?
maybe give them back to the elves, because like they
Oh.
worked hard on those.
You think the elves want like billions of presents?
Yeah, they worked on them and they didn't get anything for Christmas.
This
I
is their
feel like-
art.
Is
Yeah.
this are you like moving the Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Reclaim the honey, reclaim the presents?
Wow. Wow, that's fascinating. You have a question for Lexi?
No. You kind of had a whole list of questions over there.
Well, I thought you like asking questions.
What is your favorite holiday movie?
Oh,
For Christmas?
Holiday movie. Preferably Christmas.
Do I have
No.
a choice?
Christmas movie.
The Polar Express.
Oh God, really?
Yeah. I watch it.
I keep talking about the Polar Express.
Yeah, how do you watch the Polar Express?
Be careful.
There's a few answers that might cause opinions.
Yeah, Andrew in there has had some strong opinions about this. So how do you watch the Polar Express?
The day after Thanksgiving when we're putting up Christmas decorations and the Christmas tree, usually with my parents, but
And like, what screen is it on?
the big screen, the TV in the living room.
Ooh. Don't tell Andrew.
Ooh, what is that supposed to mean?
Go ahead and clip in Andrew.
What is that? How does he watch it?
He's very adamant.
Very adamant. He has his ways that he watches it.
He threatens people.
He threatens people who don't do it the right way.
Oh,
And that is on a movie screen.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
In a
next.
movie theater.
Oh, I'm next. I
Movie
don't,
next.
I don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah. I mean, he said, and I quote, and I wasn't even a part of this. He said that all of Alex's classmates and the teachers who played it at his school should be jailed, and pointed at Alex and said, "Jail, jail, jail." And I was like, "Geez, that's pretty harsh." That's what I said. Jesus, pretty harsh, and I did not participate.
Because I would watch the Polar Express in school. Did you ever watch Polar Express in school?
No.
Were you allowed to watch Polar Express in school?
They allow it?
They probably would have allowed it, but we never did. We never
Why
did.
not? Do they hate Christmas?
Was there a war on Christmas at your school?
Yeah, there definitely was.
Yeah.
It was because Santa Claus died right out front, and one of the teachers didn't want to take it.
Oh.
Jesus.
So what? So did the teacher hang up his clothes in the classroom and as a reminder?
Sure did. He said it.
This is what happens when you watch Polar Express.
Yeah, so we weren't allowed to watch Polar Express.
Yeah.
You know, last time I think we talked about the mall.
We did. We talked a lot about mall Santas in particular. Has anyone's opinions changed on mall Santas? People. I would say there were people that was like, "Ha ha, hardy har, you guys are funny." There were certainly those comments, and not enough. There were some that were like, "Hey, stop picking on these people that are trying to bring kids joy."
You know,
Why should kids get joy?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Happiness should be bought with money, and kids don't have money. So they should be sad.
They should be.
Okay.
There's no reason for them to be happy. They should be at home in their room.
God, you know, I was about to say something really. Okay, so I watched.
Were you about to say something really
cute? Yeah,
cute? Oh, you're supposed to say something cute.
Sweet, really sweet.
Oh, okay.
Is
Is it about mall Santas? Because that's what the
It's-
conversation's
it's about Santas.
Mall Santas.
Mall Santas is what we're talking
I'm
about.
sure he's been as a mall Santa.
Are you trying to change the conversation away from mall Santas?
It's Santa adjacent. It's mall Santa adjacent.
It's Santa adjacent. It's not
Yeah.
just mall Santa adjacent.
It's mall Santa adjacent. It's still about Santa. I just don't know if he's a mall
Okay,
Santa.
let's hear the question, and then we will decide if we're going to talk about that or continue talking about mall Santas.
Well, it was about this guy who he has a big white beard, big guy, looks like Santa, right? You know, stereotypical looks like Santa. And, you know, when it comes to Christmas time, he will be Santa. But whenever it's Christmas time, you know, even if a kid is like, "Oh my God, are you Santa?" he'll still play along with it. And
Do you
it's
know
like,
this guy?
I saw it on TikTok.
So you don't know this guy.
No,
So
but
why was he relevant?
because I just think it's really, I think it's really sweet. This is a guy like,
Was he
you
at a
know,
mall?
He was. I think he was out shopping.
At a mall.
At a
Sure,
mall?
it was a mall. But
Sure, it was a mall or was it a mall?
You know what? It was a mall. We're gonna go ahead. It's a mall.
Okay.
If it'll get you off my back, it was a mall.
Well, now we're not going to get off your back.
I don't like that story. In fact, it disturbs me in a lot of respects, and I wish you would have just stuck with the conversation we were having.
Well, why is he
you
just
know.
talking to random kids on the side of the
The
street?
kid approached him and was like, "Are you Santa?"
Oh, so it's the kid's fault?
Yeah, so it's the
Jesus
kid's
Christ,
fault.
Alex.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ. Wow. I don't know about you, Alex, sometimes. Mall Santas. I think I don't remember what my stance was before, but I think they're pretty cool. I think it's 180 from last year. I think I'm pro Mall Santas now.
You know, Lexi and I were at a mall the other, like maybe a week or two ago, and we saw a Santa and
Wrong. It was Cabela's.
Nope, wrong.
Nope,
It was
wrong.
Bass Pro Shop.
Oh.
Wait, just so you wronged her wrong?
Are they the same thing?
We were at the Bass Pro Shop.
They are owned by the same company.
They're
Yeah.
the same thing.
Oh, I don't. What is Cabela's?
It's the same thing. It's roughly the same thing.
Oh, okay. Well, we're both right then. And we were walking one way, and Lexi was like, "Oh, don't go over there." And I was like, "I want to go look over here." And she was like, "It's just Santa."
No, I said it. I was like, don't go over there. You can take pictures with Santa is what I said.
Oh. But it was like she wouldn't let me take pictures with Santa.
Well, it just sounded like she did say that you could take pictures of Santa.
No, it was very much like no. It's you take pictures with Santa over there.
Were you positive or negative towards this Bass Pro Shop Santa?
In terms of, I wanted to see the aquarium.
Okay.
I wanted to see fish.
Santa, not a big aquarium guy.
No.
Not a lot of fish where he's at.
No. Oh, might be something like the under the ice.
Frozen.
Yeah. Well, you know, he could be ice fishing or whatever. Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they put little Santa hats on the fish?
I think, you know what? I think they do.
You think they do?
I think they do.
We did not
You know
go
what? I
in.
think they do. Okay.
We did not go into the aquarium because it took like 2 or 3 hours to complete.
But you heard people talking about the little Santa hats they put on the fish.
what?
They brought one out in a little fish tank too, and they put them on display.
They really had to wrangle the fish and
Put a little beard on them too. Yeah.
this is Santa fish.
Yeah.
Cade, I expect you to clip that and add a photo of a fish with a Santa hat and beard. I really like giving you extra work.
I don't know. I don't know about that, Alex. I don't know about that.
Lexi, once again, thank you so much.
Awesome.
I will see you later.
Later.
Maybe.
Well, I hope so.
You ever done Christmas D&D?
Christmas? No, I've never had a holiday D&D. You may just you can go just
Go ahead,
sit
sit
down.
down. Yeah. We
Put on the
we
headphones.
do really bad bits in between. That's
It's really just to vamp. Your microphone is muted, so feel free to bang it around or do whatever you want with it.
Okay, our next guest has arrived, and this is Anna. Hi, Anna. How are you doing? Just to get the applause.
Hello, I'm doing great.
There we go.
You're only the second person to get an applause.
I like it.
Yeah. I've wanted you on this pod for a bit. I think that you're really cool.
Yeah? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, perfect.
Kate talked about if we were in Oklahoma City, if we would be able to get you on.
And we knew you were here, so we were like, okay, we'll just have that here. Yeah.
Let's not give her a full hour and a half podcast. We'll just relegate her to a 10-minute one.
10 minutes. Yeah.
Excellent.
10
Works
minute.
for me.
Yeah. How's the party going over there?
It's going pretty great. We're playing Cards Against Humanity, and more and more, I am the only person finding anything funny.
Oh,
It's
so
you
it's
know,
got
the
it's
slow
got to that.
decline. Yeah.
Yeah, it does get to be it gets to be a lot, by the end of it. Things get kind of samey. A lot of people like mixing, like that or something with like the family edition. It kind of ends up having some fun things, or just any of those extra sort of boxes and stuff.
Now, who's winning?
Well, actually, I think Liz won
okay.
a couple of rounds ago, but we're still going because Diane's trying to catch up to her.
Oh,
Is that a possibility?
Oh, yeah. Liz won with 5, and Diane's now at 4. And so she's just trying to get that extra card to beat Liz.
oh,
Interesting. So Diane can't accept loss.
Oh, of course not.
well, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear this because I think originally we had heard that Diane was ahead, and then we heard Liz took over, and so now I'm glad to hear that there's a whole other storyline happening in the other room.
Just for reference, you are Diane's niece.
Yes, great niece.
Great niece.
Indeed.
Well, you don't have to be so like pretentious about it.
My other word was going to be indubitably, but I figured
Indubitably.
Indeed was a little more casual.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So you're going and you're doing acting. That's what
I
you're
am.
going to school for. Yeah.
Yes.
You enjoying that?
I am.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of work the last semester, but still trying to find, joy in what I'm doing outside of school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is the holiday season, and there's often a lot of joy around. You
So
find a lot
true.
of joy in the holiday season?
I do. This has been the best break ever. I mean, I've been looking forward to Christmas and seeing family and not having schoolwork, so I'm really excited for the next 3 weeks.
How much longer do you have in school?
I have one more semester until I get my bachelor's. Then I'm going to take a gap year or two and get my master's after that.
Oh, wow.
So this semester right here that's coming up.
Yes, this spring.
Wow.
Yeah.
So exciting. Have you been a part of anything that you were in the Dracula thing, right?
I was, yes.
Did you see Nicolas Cage?
I did not see Nicolas Cage, unfortunately.
It's a
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a call forward.
Call forward. That's a reference in the
Yeah.
future.
You might not
Of
get it,
course.
but your kids will like it. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. All right, Marty McFly.
Yeah. So yeah, so you were in Dracula. Is it so? I mean, like that's a lot of competition. A lot of people are going to school there in Oklahoma
Yes.
City. Yeah.
There are, I would say, somewhere between 100 and 250 kids in the acting program.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they open up auditions for the music theater program and anybody else on campus. So there's quite a few people.
Did you say 100 and 250?
Somewhere between 100 and 250.
That's okay. I want to go back to that
Yeah.
because I had to process that for a second. That's a big gap
It
of
is.
numbers.
It's a big gap because I'm not great at estimating. I'm not the best at that. All I know is that last year's freshman class was about 75. And so then, of course, you have, juniors and seniors, and then you have new freshmen. So there's somewhere between 100 and 250 people.
Well, I mean, if you just do 70 times 4, that's more than 250.
So true.
It's 280.
That could in fact be 300 people.
Yeah. But that wasn't in your range, so it's
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah,
It
so-
makes me sound a little more humble to say that I beat out 100 people and not 300.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, but then you're giving us a false narrative, and you're lying to us. So, I mean, I'd rather you be honest and
All right.
pretentious.
You'd rather me be pretentious. Okay.
Yeah. Just say there was 500 people that you beat out, and if
500.
not
Whoa.
more.
Whoa.
That's what you should say.
That's a lie. That's got to be a lie. I don't think there's 500.
You're really living up to the stereotype of because
You're living up to the stereotype.
Of a pretentious actor?
I don't know what the stereotype is, but you're living up to it.
not being good at math. Not being good at math.
Oh, that's so true. No actors are good at math.
Yeah.
I don't know a single actor who can
Throw a
count.
math equation at
Well, you know what? How about 70 times 4?
Apparently it's 280. You did just say
I
that.
think it's 280, right?
Yeah, that's 280. Yeah. Yeah. You did you so like say you're Scrooge, okay? So we had to get holiday related. So you're the Scrooge guy.
Yes.
You've been rude to your employees or whatever.
Like Scrooge McDuck?
No, the guy who's the British old man guy. So you're elderly, okay?
Okay.
And you're British, and you've been mean to these employees that you have. And then you see your old partner say, hey, you should be nice to people. And he's a ghost. He's a
Okay.
ghost.
Perfect.
Yeah. Walking through the whole thing with Christmas Carol. So do you think when you start here seeing these ghosts, really just being tearing you down and doing all these picking through your whole life and everything, are you upset? Are you what's your feelings being that you're Scrooge in this situation?
I feel like I should ask, just to clarify, am I Scrooge with my thoughts and feelings, or am I Scrooge with Scrooge's thoughts and feelings?
It's a good question. It's a good question because I think I like the idea better that you're you.
Okay.
Well, how about
Never mind. I'm throwing out the entire premise, but go ahead. Yeah.
if you were given
Let's
the
just say you
role-
got Scrooged, okay? So you woke up one night and you got Scrooged.
Oh, well, that's not it. I was going to say, what if she's playing Scrooge? Like, so you're handed a
Okay.
script. You are Scrooge.
Okay.
How would you approach Scrooge then? Would you
Keep
approach it?
changing premises here. Okay. So you're saying how does she play Scrooge?
Yeah, how would you play Scrooge? And I want you
Oh.
to answer it like that.
Well,
How do you get in the mindset of this guy?
Yeah, if I was an actor playing Scrooge,
If you were an actor.
First of all, I'm not a method actor, and I think that technique is not the best way to approach acting. You know, of course, some people find it very useful in their acting, but I do not.
So you wouldn't go out and
I
live
wouldn't-
in Victorian era
No.
and act like that. And,
I wouldn't put on the little hat and the nighty gown that he wears and all that stuff.
You wouldn't
and
sleep in
abuse
that.
my employees. No, I would not.
well, that's odd.
That's controversial.
That's controversial. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
you wouldn't demand that other people called you Scrooge 24/7?
No, I'm sorry to say that I would not
My
do
name's
that.
Ebenezer.
Sounds like you would do that.
Oh, well, I mean, if any chance I get, I would. You
Oh, of
know,
course.
if I could get away with it now, not playing Scrooge, I would.
It's such
I
a
would
great
demand
name.
people to call me Ebenezer.
All right, Ebenezer. Well, I mean, if you're asking.
Yeah.
I think going about playing Scrooge as a character, I would start with a character analysis. I
Okay.
would go into if I thought Scrooge was a real person, you know, what was his day-to-day life like, you know, what were his likes, his
What
wants,
was his day-to-day
needs.
life like?
Well, I assume he didn't have a very great one. He lived in, you know, the Victorian era
Yeah.
in England.
But on the upper end of that.
On
I
the
think,
upper end
yeah.
of that, he did have some money, but
Yeah.
he had no family. What was
Yeah.
that like? Why
It
did
seems
he have
so
no family?
cold.
Oh, it does.
Uh-huh.
It's
You would've
snowy in
loved it.
every scene.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Cade's kind of weather.
I do like the cold.
Perfect. Hey, me too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you would write this all out about
Oh,
what
yeah.
he was like and everything. So
Absolutely.
you would actually write it all out and
Yeah.
and then like think about it and everything.
Well, can you do that in between?
In between now and your next interview,
Yeah.
sure. I'll write
Yeah,
it
that's
down on
your
my
homework.
phone.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you if someone offered you the role of Scrooge, would you take it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I have been in A Christmas Carol before.
mm-hmm.
I've played the Ghost of Christmas Past and the Ghost of Christmas Future.
Okay.
Do you think?
Who has the best role in Christmas Carol?
The best role is obviously Scrooge.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, he's got the most complex character development.
Could Scrooge
Okay.
be a woman? Would you rename Scrooge to a more feminine name, or would you just?
I think Scrooge is the last name, so it doesn't really matter what
Yeah.
Scrooge is.
Scrooge would be stuck.
Would it be like Ebenezer?
Ebenezer, sure. Well, I think that would depend on the director's vision, of course.
yeah, yeah.
And being an actor, I would not be the director.
Yeah.
Because obviously, a woman owning a shop in Victorian England, that's a little bit of a stretch, maybe for the imagination.
Yeah.
So it depends on,
A woman owning a shop?
you know, I mean, I don't know what was going on in Victorian
we
England.
don't know what happened, so
We
it
don't
could
know
happen. It could-
100%.
I watched. Oh God, that would have been such a great joke. What is that? It's the one that was really
Whatever,
popular
it's-
2 years ago or a year ago.
Like Christmas Carol?
No, it was the British one with the Queen.
Bridgerton?
Bridgerton. I watched Bridgerton, and
Oh.
maybe I don't know where I was going with that. It
That,
could've
that,
been-
that could have been a good joke, and if we used some work.
We could just put in a laugh now, and then you can record the joke later.
Yeah, yeah.
just Cade puts it in post.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny, Alex.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
great joke, great
landed,
joke.
That landed really well. Yeah. So if you were Scrooged, you woke up tonight and you were Scrooged.
Okay.
How do you walk through this situation?
Do you have a lot of
Jacob Marley
regrets?
says, "Hey, I'm your business partner, and I'm a ghost." I mean, like literally everything that happens to Scrooge.
Okay.
Like they changed nothing to your life. They just you getting they keep calling you Scrooge, and
Do you have a lot of regrets in
I
life?
would be pretty confused. I'll say that first off. I would be pretty confused if somebody's talking about being my business partner and now he's haunting me because I've never, ran a business.
would you try to explain to him? I think you got the wrong guy.
I think I would start out that way, but I don't anticipate it going very well because he is a ghost.
Yeah. So would you just go with it?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, if I was presented with the opportunity to be Scrooged, I would just go. I would love to, go into the past and revisit Scrooge's life.
Wait, are you visiting Scrooge's life or your life?
Scrooge.
It would be Scrooge.
Oh, okay.
They got the wrong guy. A common mistake, though. I look
mistake.
exactly like him.
Yeah. There, and then I really like this whole thing is like, you have to change your ways, and it's like, fine, I will,
Yeah,
and then,
won't be that hard.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you're being a tough one, Mr. Scrooge. Now you got to see the future. So you did the whole hood and everything when you were the future guy?
Yes, I did the whole hood and everything. I made it myself out of curtains that had like fire retardant on them. Okay. And so they were very itchy. I was sneezing the whole time and I could not see out of them. I had a microphone where my director was supposed to be like telling me which way I was facing, and I could not hear him. So I ended up running into the wall trying to exit the stage. It's pretty fantastic.
Did a lot of people see that?
Not a lot of people, thank God, but some of my family was there, and they, I guess, didn't think anything wrong happened. So that was fantastic.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, that's good. You have any other questions?
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, this is a hard one, and I was actually just thinking about this the other day. I really love all of the Rankin and Bass claymations.
That's a good answer.
But I also have a very special place in my heart for Christmas Vacation because I am, as a person, Clark Griswold.
Okay. In what way?
In the way that sometimes my family doesn't do exactly what I want them to be. Like, people aren't always as jolly around Christmas as I think they should be. And not gonna lie, I have wanted to give them a tirade like he has towards the end of the movie because it would be so freeing.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, how about you do that next year?
Perfect. That's my
Let
homework.
us know. Yeah, that's your
All
homework.
right.
So the next holiday special you're on here, you get to tell us how that was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Do I also have to present the Scrooge character
Character
analysis?
analysis,
Thing?
yes.
Excellent. I have a whole year to do it. Perfect. Can do.
That'd be great.
Yeah. We need both of them. I feel like we should have assigned more homework to people.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's a mistake
Especially,
on ours.
We could have easily given Lexi some more homework. A lot of these, everyone is going to be back on eventually.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. And that's the plan. Those are your two homework thing. And if you want, you can also assign people homework when you go back to the party. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, can I assign them just anything that I come up with?
Yeah. Anything.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then next time they're on the pod, they have to present it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I was told that I had to do this. And it's like, yeah, if Anna said it, then that's the truth. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. You have that power.
Perfect.
Well, thank you for
Appreciate
being on. Send in the next guest.
Who do you want?
Who do I want? I don't know who we want.
Whoever's willing to come
Whoever's
in.
willing?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Diane is last.
Lion's
right?
last.
Okay.
I do kind of want to see Liz. I would like to see Liz if Liz would appear.
I will ask Liz. Liz did just say, I don't have any camera presence. So we'll see what happens. See what happens.
Well, Alex doesn't have any camera presence. That hasn't stopped him yet.
Is there anyone? Has everyone? Because she left. Is there anyone else in there, or
No.
would it just be Liz and Diane?
Liz and
I
Diane.
think so.
All right. Well, I guess we will see who comes out.
Well, we'll be surprised.
Perfect.
We'll be
Yep.
a surprise. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for being on. You ever seen the Rankin and Bass Christmas? You know what that means?
I had no idea what that meant. I just went with it.
Well, that's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
She said the claymation.
The claymation, so yeah.
I've seen a lot of.
You know, my favorite is Heat Miser or Snow Miser.
That is such a fun song, but I love watching the claymation because it's like kind of disturbing. I'm not gonna lie. Like watching it, but it's really cool. Like those people
You're
did
Without Santa Claus, my favorite.
Each frame, like it was frame by frame. That is amazing.
It's an art form in a lot of respects.
Would you ever make a claymation movie?
Sure. I think our new guest has arrived, and our guest right now is Liz.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Wow,
Pretty
she really
good.
has no camera presence.
Lovely, lovely to be here.
Yeah. Have you ever been on a podcast before, Liz?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever been on a live video before?
No.
Wow. Well, you're doing great so far.
Great.
There you go. So, did you win the Cards Against Humanity?
Yes.
You did?
I did.
Did Diane catch up?
She was close. She was close.
Oh, but you didn't let her.
No, one away.
Wow. Was she upset?
Hard to say.
Well, we had to
a
get
little spiteful.
we had to get the reigning champion here, because
Right.
we everyone was saying how great you were doing.
The story evolved. It went from Diane was winning, and then it was you winning, and then you had won.
And then Diane wasn't giving it up, and then so that's
Yeah,
interesting.
see, I started out pretty strong, and then I kind of like went down in the middle, and then I came in clutch towards the end there.
I mean, that's what really matters is that, strong start, strong finish. No one remembers the middle.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. What was your best card?
I honestly don't remember any of them.
Wow. Wow. So you like Christmas? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I think there was one that was like vomiting seafood and bleeding anally.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Well,
So
that's
that was
certainly-
the card. That was the
Yeah, I don't remember the context, but I just remember like this is a winner.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
right.
What's your favorite Christmas decoration?
that's on the set right now, or just
Just in general.
Just
What's
in
your
general? In general.
It can be a Christmas light. It can be trees. It can be little nativity scenes. Whatever.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of lights.
lights in general.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Like
You
any color light.
Any color light? Favorite color
I
light?
like the really like vintagey classic
Okay.
Christmas lights.
So like those
Not-
lights that are off camera?
No,
Kinda?
those are a little too like LED, a
Oh.
little too bright.
Diane's not good enough.
Okay, so like the one over there on the far one?
Yeah, that's getting a bit closer.
Okay.
So kind of a darker.
Bring it over
old-time-
here, Alex.
Yeah. A little more like ambient lighting,
Here, I could hold your mic.
I like
here.
your necklace too.
Oh, is it a
I think
necklace?
that's pretty good too.
We could have just had Alex just wear the necklace.
Yeah, right.
But instead, is it come? Oh, it walks. Does it walk?
I think it's plugged in. Oh no.
Oh wow, this is amazing content.
Do what?
This one, not that one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, here we go. Tree reveal. Ta-da! This is what Liz likes. So, what do you like about this guy?
I like that it's not too harsh. It's not like
Here, I'll hold
super
that.
bright, super in your face. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
I like that kind of warmer glow,
Yeah, it is a warm glow. Mm-hmm. They're round.
Yeah, and they're cute. Pretty cute.
So you would rate this out of 10? How much?
I would give that like a solid 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, so what? Okay,
Well,
that's not a high number.
No,
it's
I feel
high-ish.
I feel like that's above average.
So there are lights that you would get a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, you could describe the 10.
This is getting like ultra specific.
That is our podcast.
Our podcast. God,
oh
you
gosh.
broke- Well, hang on.
I think I clicked something. Hold the base. Describe the 10 thing that you were talking about.
The kind of that are like the ones that are shaped like that classic
Oh, like a.
Christmas light shape,
Okay, so
and then the like nice,
I am not getting back up.
kind of his necklace.
yeah, kind of like that nice classic shape, and then that
Oh,
warm,
not the thin, long one.
no, I like the round bulb.
Uh-huh.
Those are nice.
Do the close up, Cade.
What? Oh, this one. There we go. Okay, that's good. But you like the sort of, but you don't like those in particular.
I mean, they're nice.
Well, let's
Are
get
they
these
better
away.
than that?
Yeah. What's the rating on this?
Rake all the lights in this
Oh my
house.
God. What about it? Wait, what did you?
Like out of 10, what is this one?
I think it's gonna be a little bit lower than those.
Okay,
Because they're
okay.
not quite as bright.
Oh, that's sad.
Interesting.
Did I disappoint you? Are you sad about that?
I am a little, but I think that
You should wear those.
Yeah, I think you should. You
Wear
can
'em.
just exchange them.
Exchange them. Wear them.
Oh, they would come off.
Yeah, wear 'em.
Oh, that's no, we're not.
Yeah, maybe
We're not
not.
going to destroy it. Now, when it comes to Christmas trees,
Okay.
are you a, there's different types of Christmas trees.
Name
There-
them. Name all the types.
Oh,
Yeah, what types can you think of?
I feel like there's like an infinite variety of what Christmas trees could be.
That's
Yeah.
wrong.
Oh, that was the correct answer.
That's wrong.
Wrong. there's
the
a
wrong
fine
answer.
there's a finite
finite-
amount
Oh,
of
I
Christmas
see.
trees
I see.
around.
There's five. There's
five.
specifically
Oh,
five.
Do you want to name them?
Yeah, so it's
Guess you failed at this.
Okay, great.
so there's green trees with white lights.
Wait.
Like with the pine trees, the pine trees. The pine trees, right? Like
I'm excited to see what all these other ones are.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Trees with white lights. Okay.
This is going really well.
there's the green trees with colored lights. The multicolored lights.
Okay.
There's only three more, guys.
There's white trees with white lights.
So you consider this one a raw white tree?
A white tree with colored lights.
It's green, but it has like
snow.
frost on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so like
So
white.
does that
That's a white.
Okay.
That's a white.
Gotcha.
If it has frosting on it, it's white. The fifth is any other.
Wait, wait, that was wait. No, that's not okay. So the green tree with white lights. Green tree with different color lights. White tree with
White lights.
White lights. White tree with multicolored lights.
Yes. And then other. Any other
So that
Christmas
doesn't
tree.
count as an infinite combination.
No, that's 5. That's 5.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I understand where I'm wrong now.
Other doesn't.
Other does not count as more than one. That is one.
Yeah,
but
it
it's
is
like
one.
A one like
It
category.
encompasses like, any other.
Gotcha. Okay, I understand now.
So like this falls under other.
Right.
I mean, you know, because it doesn't have it could be white tree.
This is another.
That is other.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? That now gets classified as white tree with colored lights.
So I really thought you were going to be like, like a real tree that you like cut down, and like I thought you were really going to like go into specifics and not.
Well, if you want, you can kind of double it.
Because I don't feel like the lights change the tree. The color of the lights don't automatically make it a different tree.
No, it absolutely does. Because there are so many. Okay, do you prefer colored lights or white lights on a Christmas tree?
It depends on the decorations, I feel like.
Depends on the decorations. Okay.
I think generally colored. If
Sure,
it
yes,
is that like
yes.
nice warm lighting.
Green tree or white tree?
Green. Green typically.
Now, if you want to, there is like extra categories. Like there's A and B, and it's like real or fake. But I
Okay.
mean, I didn't want to get into like that specific. So real or fake?
I like the way a real tree looks. But I mean, I don't like the logistics of having it in your house and having to deal with all the shedding and stuff.
You ever cut down a tree?
I have not personally.
Oh.
No, I went to a Christmas tree farm with my family when I was a teenager, and we still, we got rid of our old tree because it was, pre-lit, and all of the lights, burned out and stuff, and it was crappy and old and whatever. So we were like,
It's time
we're
to
gonna
put it down.
Yeah, it was time to, take it out and shoot it in the back.
Yeah. Time to old yeller this tree.
Yeah, exactly. Like an old racehorse.
Yeah. It's lived past its prime.
So we decided, okay, 1 year we're gonna do this, and we had to constantly vacuum under that thing, just all the time.
Yeah.
So after that, we were like, okay, back to plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can reuse those for a long time. You know, those can last 5-10 years because
Plastic's forever.
That's true. That's unfortunately true.
yeah.
Yeah.
But here's what I like to think. Eventually, you're going to throw that Christmas tree away. It's going to make its way to the dumpster, maybe the ocean. And if it makes its way to the ocean, now the fish have a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
That's
now
true. I
they
guess
can celebrate.
they could make a coral reef out of it.
Yeah. I'm sure there's no biological problems with having a.
Absolutely not. No.
Everyone deserves to
We
celebrate
need
Christmas.
more
Yeah.
plastic in the ocean.
I've always
We
said
need
that.
more. Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and clip that, and that's going to be... That will be...
Great. You need to use that as a promo.
Yeah. Yeah. We need more plastic in the ocean. Yeah. I like
Definitely.
that. I like that. Well, did you enjoy being here talking about that? I like hearing your ranking of the lighting.
Yeah.
When right before you came on, they said that you felt like you had zero camera presence.
That's what Anna said.
Yeah. I don't feel like I quite do, but I guess it's a learned thing, perhaps.
You know what? I think you did great. You did.
I think you did great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'd like to have you on the actual show at some point.
Okay. I mean, I don't know a lot about movies. I've seen at least 3 movies in my lifetime.
Well, we have 2 podcasts.
We had 2 podcasts. We have one that's
okay,
just
okay.
this.
Oh,
So if
okay,
you had
just
this,
talking?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Great.
yeah, but it'd be over a longer period of time,
Okay.
and I'd have more questions to you than rank this light.
Okay. So, was that list a preconceived list?
This is a deeply seated list of mine.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, I believe. Look, You go to anyone's house and their main Christmas tree is a green or a white tree, and it either has white lights or colored lights. Any other Christmas tree is like just extra decoration.
Right.
So what's an other tree?
This.
But no life-size tree.
No, have you ever seen a different other? You know what? If you have like a tree that does not fit in my description, please send it in. It will fall under other. But
the list will not change.
I have seen, like if you go to the store and they have like a bunch of different trees, like they'll have like an edgy black
tree,
emo
yeah.
tree for your Nightmare Before Christmas fans and people like that. And then like orange trees if you're, I don't know, for sports or something. Like if you need a sports tree or like whatever.
And this is our Jesus tree, and this is our sports tree.
Yeah.
no,
That's real Oklahoma. Real Oklahoma Christmas.
Yeah.
No true person is ever going to have that as their main staple tree. Now, if you can prove me wrong, please comment below. All right, comment below, because I think this is going to turn into a TikTok or whatever. Comment below if you have a tree that is not green with white lights, green with colored lights, white with white lights, white with colored lights. If you have a tree, an actual Christmas tree that you put your presents under, comment below and tell us what it is.
They got those like the old metallic ones. That's
the
also
ones that are like a huge
that
fire
would-
hazard.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
Do they still make that?
I don't know if they still do. They're certainly from the 50s and 60s.
that falls under the A/B. So just like
Wait,
you know,
what?
you have green, and you had green, and you had plastic or real.
Okay.
Did you guys not hear me say that part?
No, yeah.
There's A and B.
Struggling to
So-
see how this is
so
this is under to me. It's obviously other, but okay.
Well, if it's green, then it falls. If it's green with white or colored lights,
It's
then it
not
falls-
green. It's metallic, and it
Oh,
has
it's
like
other.
a light that's
Okay,
underneath it that
okay.
kind of spins.
You can
around.
Oh
maybe
yeah,
Like
the
this
like
old-
spotlight things
Yeah.
that like change.
and that's old.
That's the only thing that might rival getting in its own spot, but until I get proof that people use that as an actual Christmas tree, this is this is the list.
Okay, this is the list.
Okay. Very good.
Very good.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Did you have a good time at the party over there?
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Good.
Have we
Pretty
missed
good.
out on anything? I do have FOMO.
Cards Against Humanity, basically that.
Yeah.
That's it.
I believe it is time to send.
The main attraction, Diane, in.
Unless there's anyone else in there who wants to come on.
I think just her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Okie
Well, thank you
dokie.
for being
Alright.
on. Yes.
Thank
applause.
you for.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. No. Please.
And our next guest has arrived, and and with props.
Try to get everybody to bring props in here. Everyone.
You try to get everyone to have props?
I tried to get everyone to bring props in here for you guys.
Oh, we would have killed to have someone bring a prop in.
Yeah,
So
we could
I
have.
brought a prop.
I'm telling you, Diane, we are out here floundering for content. We need content.
Can you do a close up?
Okay. Well, I don't think I can do a close up, but Diane, if you could say what you're holding right there.
You can switch it to that camera, and then Diane
Oh.
can hold it in front of that camera.
There we go.
There you go. Oh,
Yeah,
it's Chris Gaines' greatest
yes.
hits. Well, he only had like one album. How does he have a greatest hits?
That was his
That's
album.
his album.
That's the one album that he
That's
had?
the one album. I didn't.
That's funny. I didn't realize he called it Chris Gaines'
I
greatest
d-
hits.
As long as I've known you, the very first time I
Mm-hmm.
met Cade, he talked about Chris Gaines.
It's crazy.
And
It's one of those crazy little things.
Right. Chris Gaines,
is the alter ego of a Mr. Can you tell who that is, Alex? First off, before I give it away.
Do you know who this is?
He looks like an old. I don't know. He looks familiar.
It's Garth Brooks.
It's Garth Brooks.
It's Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. Okay, so the first time Cade and I met each other, at least within the first couple of months of us meeting, we talked about Chris Gaines, and he was like, I can't believe that this actually exists. And I said, I have the album.
Wow.
And he said,
Wow.
wow,
Wow.
here's the album.
Yeah.
The album. Chris Gaines is Garth Brooks, his alter ego. They were going to make this movie.
Like Hannah Montana.
I don't know about that. It was called The Lost or
Yeah.
something like that. And it was about an old rocker.
Mm-hmm.
And so he wrote the album to go with it for the main character.
As if he
And-
was the character, and this was the music that he made.
Right. And so it's kind of James Taylor-ish kind of music. Anyway, it's very good. And he went on Saturday Night Live, and
Very
Garth
famously.
Brooks was the host, and Chris Gaines was the musical
Yes.
guest. And
They
a
even
lot
had
of
a whole thing where Garth Brooks went out and he's like, and here's a musical guest, Chris Gaines. I mean, like that was the whole thing was like, is that actually Garth Brooks? I mean, like that was like
it
the
was,
whole yeah.
So whenever he introduced, like, did he just like, oh wait, where is Chris Gaines?
No, there was
They
a guy in the
pre-taped
background.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
They made it look like it was live.
right.
But it was really him like
was
pre-taping. So
pre-taped.
here's Chris Gaines.
Oh, okay. So
So-
whenever he did the actual, like, you know what? I'll just look this up on SNL.
You can watch it on YouTube. It's amazing
Mm-hmm.
because Garth Brooks is like 6'3" and
Mm-hmm.
270 pounds, maybe. I don't know how big he is, but it goes to Chris Gaines, and he is like maybe 5'8".
Wow.
And 140 pounds.
He does a whole different posture.
He does this whole thing, and I'm telling you, I need that stylist to come do me.
Oh.
Because if he can make
Mm-hmm.
Garth Brooks look like a skinny, anorexic rocker kind of guy
Yeah.
with eyeliner and everything, they could do wonders for me. I'm pretty sure.
So Garth could easily be a rocker if he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting is like it just seems so out of left field for Garth Brooks, and still even now it seems so odd to like think that he was so like he's never done acting before or since that I can think of, and like in a lot of other people that are similar.
Did
to
the
him.
movie happen?
No,
The movie
Which is
didn't
crazy.
happen.
Yeah.
But he recorded the album and produced the album, and you could actually buy the album. I got the CD
That's so
here,
cool.
and
I always wish he would like bring him back for like a one-time deal.
I know that would
you
be
know?
great.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Just
could reach
show
out
up.
to him.
We
Like
should
get him
do-
on the Cade Friends podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get Chris Gaines on the
Get Chris Gaines. You want to talk
Wonder
to
what Chris Gaines is up to. Yeah, we'll
because
get
he's
it.
kind of a goth kind
Yeah.
of looking guy, and yeah. I think it would be
So
good.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and bring him to my house maybe next year.
Does he have a
party.
Christmas? Does he have any Christmas songs?
Chris Gaines?
Yeah.
No. No. These are the only songs he ever did.
Well, this is a Christmas podcast, so how can we turn this into Christmas?
Well, so Diane, you lost at Cards Against Humanity, right?
No, actually, I was winning when I walked in here.
Oh, you want it back?
because Liz,
Liz wasn't
wasn't
in
in there.
Liz came in here, and she and I are tied.
Uh-huh.
So she'll probably win while I'm in here.
Oh, so you're saying
I'm
you
really
only
good
won
at it.
because we took Liz away?
Yeah.
Liz was
'Cause-
really good on here, by the way.
Well, of course she
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Of course she was.
Yeah.
Who wasn't?
Who wasn't good? Well, possibly somebody, but we won't say who.
I think everyone had good moments. I don't
Well,
think
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
everyone had at least one good moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Are you
one
guys
was-
comfortable? I mean, have you?
Oh yes. Oh, that reminds
is-
us. We did get a comment here early on in the show that said, "Quite the living room. Which one of you designed it?"
I love that. See,
Yeah.
I think I should have. I miss my calling.
Yeah.
I should
Interior
have
design?
Screw the whole computer science degrees and MBAs and all that crap.
Yeah.
I should have been a production designer on a movie set.
It's not too late.
Is this not like perfect?
Yeah. No, it is really
I
nice.
know, and I never even saw this on film beforehand.
It's not too late to follow your dreams, Diane.
I'm retired.
Yeah.
Not working ever again.
What are these things? What are those little cheese puffs?
Cheese puffs, white
Cheese puffs are
cheddar,
orange.
white cheddar cheese puffs that are shaped like snowflakes. And I did that just for you guys. See, you have nuts and
Yeah. We
have
haven't
all
really.
kinds
We
of
haven't
little-
really.
Oh, I didn't know
done
we could
anything.
eat these.
well, yeah.
What do you think they were for?
Decoration.
They are for you guys. I wanted to make sure you had everything you needed here.
I didn't. I haven't had any of the hot chocolate.
Oh, it's too late now,
I
baby.
know.
It's gone.
It was really good.
I'm telling you, Anna,
I know.
man, she nailed it.
I feel like I
She-
missed out.
You could have some vodka.
Yeah.
It's vodka.
What did you think of my Christmas cocktail?
I thought it was good.
It was really. I do want the recipe for this. That is delicious juice.
Where are you gonna make that, Alex?
No.
It's actually a bottle of apple juice and
Well,
a bottle
this is
of
public.
cranberry juice.
Oh well, now it's out there.
And then a little bit of orange juice. I mean, it's like not hard.
Is there still some in there?
Yes.
Good. I want some because I tried it with vodka and so I didn't have any just plain, and
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah. Vodka's really good in it. Yeah.
I think these lights have been a big hit.
Well, of course they have been.
Yeah. Okay, let's run through all the bits for Diane at hyperspeed that involve her in
Dust Bowl.
Dust Bowl. Been in some Dust Bowl?
The Dust Bowl?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
What you want my opinion
Yeah.
of it, or
What'd you think of it?
You pro or anti Dust Bowl?
pro or anti Dust Bowl? Are you kidding
okay.
me?
What is a reverse Dust Bowl?
A reverse Dust Bowl? Let me see. Probably flooding in Houston a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So people going from California to Oklahoma is not a reverse Dust Bowl.
Well, the people wouldn't have left Oklahoma to go to California if it wasn't for the Dust Bowl.
Please educate Alex on this because I don't think he understood the basics of what
Oh.
the.
Yeah, no. The Dust Bowl was the people
Read the
went from
Grapes of
Oklahoma.
Wrath.
Grapes
You'll
of
love
Wrath.
it. Of course, it's a banned book, Bab. So
Oh, is
You
it?
gotta-
Of course
yeah,
it is. What isn't
yeah.
banned in any days?
yeah, that's true.
Okay. Would you ever get dust injected into your veins?
Seriously, guys, you got to come up with better bits than this.
Well, that's. I don't know if you know. We all know Harrison's nickname, but that's actually how he got it. His
He
nickname
injected dust into his veins.
Yeah, he does that every month, and for allergies, and that's why he got the nickname that, as we all call him, Old Dusty Veins.
I see.
Yeah. And so we never knew why that was
No.
the case, and that's the reason. That's the reason because he does that. Who was the second person we had on? How do you watch Polar Express, Diane?
Well, I've only watched it once
Okay.
Really? That's weird.
How'd you watch it?
on the TV.
Oh,
Oop, wrong answer.
if Andrew was here and hadn't left the party yet, he would throw you out.
Yeah, you'd go to jail.
He'd go to jail. He said he'd lock you up.
How are you supposed to watch it?
Only in the theaters, he said.
Oh my God. I could barely stand it on the TV. I mean, I had all these little, let's see, Anna came in here, right? She
Yeah.
was a little girl when that came out. And
Yeah.
they all used to go, oh, let's play the Polar Express. I still have it. If you want it, you can have it.
Oh.
I have never watched it without children around.
Yeah. All the kids in the movies are like dead-eyed and look creepy. And Tom Hanks is in there trying to do all these different impressions. And it's like, you're not fooling anyone, Tom Hanks. We know what you sound like.
Yeah.
Oh.
We saw him in Elvis.
Yeah. Oh, it's the snow. That's how he talks in Elvis. He tries to do a voice in Elvis.
It's
like,
a
it's a
terrible.
snowman.
I don't remember the order
That
of the
was
guests.
actually better than what Tom Hanks did. Okay.
My boy, we're gonna make you a star. He's like Goldfinger. That's what we said. He sounded like the
So who talked about? Oh, it was Andrew.
that was Andrew. So who was
Who's
next?
after Andrew?
Kenna was next.
What do you think?
Seriously, I can only think of one bit, and it's awful.
Yeah.
Now, what if tonight you got Scrooged, but tonight you wake up, you're visited by these ghosts?
Yeah.
How do you react?
Cool. Let's do this.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, yeah, let's do this.
You want us
Come
to
on,
go
come
through
on.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That's
Let's-
nice.
I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah. You'd go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Pay for it. That's good. I like.
I mean,
hearing that.
you guys are at the beginning of your craziness. I'm at the end of mine. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Would you go see fish in tanks with Santa hats on them?
No.
What if everyone recommended it?
If everybody recommended, I still wouldn't because there's something about fish in tanks and being entrapped, and I just can't stand.
But what if
that.
they have cute little Santa hats?
If they had Santa hats and were like in a bay area instead of in a tank, yeah.
Yeah.
What about a big swimming pool?
A big swimming pool. No. No. I don't like fish.
You don't like fish?
Even with Santa hats.
What if they had
back
the
when we
Santa
used to go
beard?
skiing, I would be like the last person that would actually be in the water.
Well,
I don't like to be in
Well,
the
the
water.
odds of touching a fish is, 50-50.
I know. See,
yeah.
everybody goes, "Why don't you like to go swimming in the ocean?" I'm like, "Because there's sharks there, and there is always sharks there. Always, 100% of the time in every ocean."
Name all the Christmas trees. The types.
Well, I don't know the Christmas tree. Pine
There's only 5
tree.
types.
Really, I didn't know that.
That's Alex's theory is that there's only 5 types of Christmas trees that are in people's houses.
Well, mine's a fake tree, and it's flocked. That I do know.
That is
What
not
does
how
that mean?
he.
What is flocked?
It's flocked.
What does that mean?
It means it's got white stuff on it.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it
Okay, that's one. That's white tree.
white tree. Okay.
Yeah, white tree.
There's an aluminum tree. I
See?
grew up with an aluminum
What
tree.
color is? Oh, is that the 1960s tree
Yeah,
you were talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
I brought that up because Alex's theory is not great. So go ahead and list your 5 types.
So
of trees.
there's a green tree with white lights, green tree with colored lights, And then, you have your like section A, section B, it can be plastic or something. Then you have a white tree, which is what yours is, with colored lights, and a white tree with white lights.
We disagree
And
with
then
that.
every other tree is other, falls under other category.
Oh, really?
Now, you might be able to convince me that there's this aluminum category. I'm open to, hearing a conversation about that. But this neither here nor. Like this Christmas tree, this would fall under other. That one, that's another. Those fall under other.
They're green.
I mean, that one you could make an argument that it is green tree with colored lights. But would anyone use? You know what? That's a colored green tree colored lights. You convinced me.
Okay.
Do you want to argue with that?
No.
Okay.
Nothing to argue with.
Yeah.
Just an opinion.
It's an opinion. Do you think
Everyone is standing up in there right now.
Do you think that?
Do you like having the party in the background noise?
I think it's fun. I wonder how
I have
much
a
of
little
it's
bit of FOMO though. If Santa died in front of you, would you take over? If Santa fell off your roof, would you become?
Oh,
the
if we
Santa
did
Claus?
like the Santa Claus,
Yeah.
which I love that movie by the way.
you do.
Would you become? Santa?
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You a
I
big
would.
Tim Allen fan?
No, no, not really. But I love that movie.
Yeah. So you would take over for the guy.
Oh yeah, wouldn't you?
I mean, I don't think I'd have a choice.
Fun. How fun would that be?
But that's like
I mean,
you're
come
locked
on.
in forever
Well, until
You only have to,
don't
like,
wanna
in the
do
until
it.
someone
movie-
knocks you off a roof, I guess.
In the movie, it shows him. He only has to like. He doesn't start getting Santa sized until like the month of December. So you have 11 months to. Not.
So what happened to all of the other kids? Like he obviously wasn't the last house. So people on that Christmas where he killed Santa, just nothing.
He
happened?
took care of them.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
So he went. So he took over immediately. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the story now.
Yeah, because his kid was like, "Dad, you got to do it now or something."
And then after he.
I don't really remember the story that well.
Okay.
I can't really say. I don't know.
What was after? What's the next bit?
There was the lights with his Liz. I think we went through everything. I think we went through all the bits.
That's it.
Those were the bits. Those
They
were
were.
the bits.
You guys have been on here for hours.
Those were the bits, Diane.
We've only been here. How long has it been, Cade?
Oh my God, it's almost 2 hours, Diane.
What the hell have you been talking about?
We were burning through these really quickly, and then we got to. I don't know. How long have you been here?
Just a few minutes.
I don't think so.
Like 10 minutes, probably.
Probably
Okay.
10 minutes, 15 minutes at the most.
Oh,
I
Diane.
mean, you even had some people twice.
Diane, did we fail at this?
I think this is a fail.
We'll have to see how it cuts. We'll have to see how it cuts. What a day. Well, thank you, Diane, for being here at the very end of it. Anything you want to plug? You're the only one we asked to plug things.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
Yeah.
So on New Year's
New Year's
Eve,
Eve, yeah.
we're doing a New Year's Eve special to talk about two movies that Cade thinks is going to be Offensive Thread and Certain Women. But we haven't really
26
decided on that yet because I haven't decided if that's what we're going to watch.
And also, if you watch the live version of it, you can see our recording of the best and worst of. They'll also be that night.
Oh, it will. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, there's some real winners this time.
Yeah.
Really bad movies. Oh,
Alex,
my God,
you were not on
Alex.
this show this season. And
It's not too
weren't.
late.
You know what?
it's too late.
You did not miss anything.
Yeah, the one week I was going to, I just, I think I had.
He was
like,
going to do
lots of-
Frank and the Killer. That was his week.
That was a good week.
But yeah, but I think I had school like this semester.
You think
was
you think he
rough.
had something more important?
education.
Education.
Smeducation.
Think people
Good
should?
job for time.
You think people should be educated?
Oh, you're asking the wrong person. I mean, I felt like I went to school until I was 40. I think I did, off and on. Yeah,
Doesn't matter if you did or didn't. It felt like that.
it really took a lot of education, and it didn't really break any glass ceilings. Yeah, it probably did. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Kenna she keeps playing cards in there that, like, the answer's breaking the glass ceiling, or they're, all these, women suffrage. She keep trying to get me off on a political discussion, and I refuse to do it.
Yeah. Did you learn anything from the card game?
No, but Andrew did, and he should tell you about that later.
What was it? What did you learn?
I cannot say.
I'm excited to find out.
You should. I cannot wait for you to find out. You will absolutely die.
All right.
Great. Well, that's the show. That's the holiday special,
This
the
is the
second annual Cade Friends holiday special. It's always great being here with the two of you. My two co-hosts, really.
That's really true.
Uh-huh.
The Cade Friend dude
Yep.
and Double
the
Feature
movie
Movie Club.
Movie Dudette.
Dude.
Yeah.
do that. And thank you guys for coming to my
Oh yeah.
my holiday party.
All right. Well, have a good night, everyone.
That's the show.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Happy holidays.